Welcome to the new coach call. We are super excited to have you guys here. This call will be recorded so that you guys can go back and watch the replay. Also, we do this call every first Tuesday of the month. So when you guys have new coaches come on, when you guys will have new coaches joining the team, you'll be able to plug them into the call as well. And the recording will also be posted in the team page, so you guys can also tag them in the comments of the team page so that your new coaches can get started off exactly the way that you did. So welcome to your first call. We're super excited to have you guys here. If you guys have questions in the end, we'll open it up for Q&A. So make sure to pull out a pen and paper, write your questions down, and we will chat with you guys in the end. All right, so let's get started. All right, so first thing is first, okay? Focus on you, right? We want to get to know the products. You want to get to know Shakeology. You want to get to know the ins and outs of all the programs. So let's just say you've chosen to start with the 21-day fix, right? You want to know what that program provides, what materials are given with the program. So make sure that you guys know the products, you know Shakeology, you know the programs. And then you're going to learn to love the products and the programs, right? You're drinking your Shakeology every day. You're excited about it. You're starting to see the benefits. You're doing your workout every day. You're following the program calendar, and you're starting to really love the products. Next, you're going to start telling people about it all, right? This is now your new lifestyle. So welcome to your new lifestyle, okay? This is what we do every day. We live, eat, breathe, sleep these products in Shakeology, okay? This is your new life. So you want to start sharing that. You want to start sharing your passion behind it. And that'll come in time when you start seeing the results. You're going to be excited about sharing those results, and people, it's just a natural effect. People are going to start to notice what's working, and they're going to start asking you questions, okay? And then once that starts to happen, our team has created a super duplicatable system for you guys to plug everybody into to take all the guesswork out, okay? It's called the ATM method. And if you go into the team page, there's an ATM video that explains exactly the breakdown. But basically, it's called ATM, which means add tag message, okay? You add your people into Boom Squad or into our Fit Fam group, which is our product testimonial group. And then you tag them in the welcome pinned post. There's a pinned post at the top of it that tells them everything that the group entails. And then you message them and you say, hey, I added you to our Fit Fam group. And then you tag them in the units. So in the unit section breaks down all of the programs, all of the products, all of like Shakeology, everything that we have to offer. So let's just say, for example, you have somebody that's interested in Shakeology. You'll pull up the Shakeology unit, you'll tag them in the video and leave it at that. They'll watch the video and then you'll follow up, okay? So you're basically telling everybody, you're sharing it on social media, and then you start to attract people and they want to know more, right? So that's where you just plug them into our system, and then we provide for further training for you guys. The most important thing that I stress with all new coaches is seeing the long-term vision. This is so, so, so important. What I mean by long-term vision is, where do you see yourself in the future? But I want you to be very, very, very specific. So for example, do you have debt to pay off? But how much debt do you have to pay off? Okay, I want you to get really, really specific. How much debt? Do you want to take your family on a vacation? Have you never been able to take your family on extravagant vacations, or even just small vacations? Have you not had that extra cushion of income to do the things that you've always wanted to do with your family? Maybe you want to create a savings account, right? And get that started. Maybe you want to pay off college for your kids. I know that was a big thing for me, right? Being able to pay cash for college and setting my kids up for success in life. But I want you, this is the long-term vision. So this is really, really important so that you are motivated every day to wake up and do the vital things that this business takes to push your business forward. If you yourself don't have that long-term vision of where you see your future, you're going to get stuck in a rut in this business. You've got to have that long-term vision. So Very, very important. Once we get off this call, I want you guys to reach out to your upline, and I want you to talk about your long-term vision. Now, that can also mean that maybe you just want to be a hobby coach, right? Maybe you just want to do this in the spare gaps of your day and make a little bit of extra income. And that's totally fine too, because this business can absolutely do that for you. But this can also be a full-time income for you, like it is for me and a lot of us on this call. Okay, so you just want to get very, very specific where you want this business to take you and those long-term vision goals. All right, next, use your resources. All right, I always say this, YouTube is going to be your best friend, okay? If you guys don't know how to use YouTube yet, get very familiar with it. Any questions you ever have about Beachbody and becoming a coach or getting to the next rank or learning how to use Facebook or your social media, it is all there on YouTube because all of the other top coaches have created a training on it, okay? You can literally type in YouTube how to be a 15-star diamond coach, and I promise you somebody has done a video training on it. So get familiar with using YouTube and Google any questions. Before you reach out to your upline and ask questions, just Google it. Most of the answers are going to be there for you on YouTube and Google. And then get comfortable with your coach online office, okay? But I don't want you spending all day back there. I always tell everybody they spend so much time as a new coach, you know, learning all the things, going in the back office, and it prevents them from actually getting started. And I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to just get stuck in the learning curve. I want you to get out there and do the work. I want you to get out there and get connected with our team, follow what we're doing, and literally just dive in, okay? Also, our national wake-up calls are every 8 a.m. This says 9 a.m. It's 8 a.m. So write that down, Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you guys check your time zones. Time zones are very important in this business. We have training calls all around the clock, but you've got to know your time zone. And again, you can just Google your time zone. So if it's 8 a.m., just Google what that would be for your time zone. And then we have our team calls, which are always listed in the Boom Squad team page. They'll be set as an event. So if you're a member of that page, you'll get an immediate alert that will tell you when that next team call is. It is very crucial that you guys stay connected with the team. Basically, most of my successful leaders are successful because they connect with the team. They're there every day, working with the team, getting to know our new coaches, and really diving in and locking arms with everybody because you need that support. And that's going to be the fastest way that you guys can learn, is getting to know the team and asking questions. Don't be shy in the Boom Squad chat room, you know, the Facebook chat. You can turn the notifications off so that you're not getting a ding constantly, but do make sure that you're checking in there daily because that's us working every day, and you're gonna learn fast just by being in the chat and being in the team page. All right, next is the 4 vital behaviors. If you guys can get really, really, really good at these 4 things right here, you will absolutely succeed in this business. We call them the 4 vital behaviors because they are absolutely vital. Number 1 is be proof the products work, right? Drink your Shakeology every day. Make sure you're following the program calendar, whichever program that you decided to start with. Make sure you're following the calendar and actually finishing the entire program. Don't skip around and do a ton of programs. Later on, as you become a more veteran coach, you can explore with the programs and say, hey, I'm gonna do 1 day of Body Beast and I'm gonna do Insanity, and that's totally fine. But in the beginning, I want you guys to really see the absolute best results possible, and that's gonna come from you following a program from day 1 until the last day, all the way through, crossing off those days on the calendar, sharing that calendar on social media, and staying committed and consistent and showing up and allowing people to follow that journey of yours, okay? Number 2 is share, connect, invite, and follow up. You're sharing every day on social media. If you guys were unaware, social media is now your business. Facebook is now your business. Instagram is now your business. If you've never been present on these platforms, you are going to be now every single day for the rest of your life, as long as you are a Beachbody coach. Okay, so I'm saying that because if you're not comfortable on those platforms, you're either going to learn to get comfortable and start sharing more of yourself, or this business may not be for you. And that's okay too, but you've got to come to that realization at one point, okay? It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to make you uncomfortable, but I promise you, if you stay consistent in these 4 vital behaviors, you will succeed. All right, number 3 is your personal development. This is probably, or should be, number 1. It really, really should be. Personal development, and we say that we have this here because you are going to get a ton of no's in this business every single day, just like in any business, really, right? And those no's are going to bring you down. And it's going to be hard to keep on going. But if you stick with the team and you stick with our trainings, we are going to be there to provide you with the tools that you need to keep moving forward, to keep encourage you and helping you learn how to handle those objections every single day, right? Those objections, those no objections, you just got to get better at them every day and learn how to handle them. But your personal development is where you're going to spend about 10 minutes every single day reading a new book, reading or listening to a podcast, learning more tools on how to become a network marketer, learning how to use Facebook, learning how to use Instagram, more personal development books on how to grow yourself as a leader, how to be more confident, how to, really put yourself out there. All of it's out there for you, but you've got to spend the time learning and growing, and that's where your personal development comes in. I'm going to tell you right now that this business is not hard, but people make it hard. And if you are not doing your personal development, it will be hard, because there's going to be hard days and it's going to be hard to pick yourself back up. And if you're not doing that personal development and feeding your brain with positive energy and resources to keep you moving, it will be hard. Okay, so 2 books, if you guys have a pen, you might want to write this down. 2 books I always recommend to my new coaches right in the beginning are The Compound Effect and Go Pro. Okay, Compound Effect, I believe, is Darren Hardy. Go Pro is by Eric Ward. Go Pro is a book on network marketing. So if you've never been in network marketing before, that is going to get you off and running right from the beginning and kind of just diving into the nitty-gritty and basics of really what network marketing is all about and how to talk to people and how to connect with people. Compound Effect is one of the best books to get started with this business because it teaches you the critical things that you need to do every day to set yourself up for success. It comes down to, waking up early in the morning, getting that workout done, eating good food, just everything that you do throughout your day is a compound effect and result of everything that you've prepared for. Okay, so that book will help you create habits, and habits are really necessary for this business because first and foremost, you want to be getting in the habit of waking up every day and working out if you've never done that before in your life, right? So that's going to help. And then number 4 is you're gonna get results, and then you're gonna help other people get results. Okay, you're gonna get results, and you're gonna help other people get results. I'm repeating that because it's that simple. Like I said in the beginning of this call, this business is not hard, but people make it hard. It's all about just getting results, following the programs, drinking Shakeology, sharing that with other people, and helping them do the same thing. I like to say it's like going to watch a good movie and then just sharing the great movie that you watched, right? You're like, Sharon, I just saw this awesome movie. You got to go see it. It's the same thing. It's really that simple. All right, next, first goal as a new coach. I love this photo here. This is our team at one of our Super Saturday events, and it just makes my heart happy every time I see it. But your first goal as a new coach, super simple. This month, you're going to help 3 people get started, just like you did. That's it. Bare minimum. Okay. That's all we want you to do this month is to help 3 people, which they're going to start on a challenge pack like you did. They're going to get on Shakeology Home Direct just like you did. So you'll start with these friends and family first before you start going into a bigger market. Okay. It's always the easiest to start with your friends and family. So your first 3 people can be your aunt, your uncle, your mom, your sister, your husband. It's that simple. Just find those 3 and make that happen this week. Okay. Now, really important, write this down. Your first 3 months in this business, you want to hit what we call Success Club. And by doing that is just what I just said, finding 3 people every month for the first 3 months. And that will, you'll earn success starters and you'll get a free ticket to our summit convention. That's our yearly convention that we all get to go on as a team with the entire company. You get to go work out with the celebrity trainers. You get top-notch training from all the top coaches. You get to see corporate. We have amazing events for like 3 days long. It is the most incredible event that you don't want to miss, especially if you are going to be in this business long term. You absolutely want to be at that convention with us. And you'll also get to meet the team in person, which is really, really magical. So your first 3 months, you're going to help 3 people at minimum every single month for the next 3 months, and you will get your free ticket to Summit. All right, so step 1. Right now, if you have not, you want to commit to a boot camp start date. Okay, so usually the best way to do this is always pick a Monday. Always pick a Monday to start whatever date you want it to fall on. And it doesn't matter. You can start on any day of the month. Just make sure it's a Monday, because most of our programs, the way that the calendar aligns is you start on a Monday, and it just keeps it simple. Okay, now you do not have to go out and create your own Facebook group for this. You guys are all in our large team group, which is through the BOD app, right? And if you're not in there yet, make sure that your upline gets you plugged into that, because that's very important. It's the app that we have through Beachbody On Demand. It's right through your phone. All you do is you plug your people into the same challenge group, and it's all taken care of for you. So again, our team has created super duplicatable systems to where you come on the team and you just plug your people right into what we already have created for you, because there's no need to recreate the wheel, right? It's already all set up for you. All right, so your first invites. This is where you guys really, really want to get really dialed in and focused on becoming a conversation expert, okay? So if you are maybe one that's kind of shy and a little bit more reserved, I want you to really lean into the team and watch some more of our trainings on how to become a conversation expert, okay? Your goal every day is to connect to 3 new people or 20 new people a week, okay? So write that down. 3 new people every day or 20 people a week. You've got to add these new people to your network on social media, and we teach you how to do all of that. But to keep it simple, you're focusing on 3 new conversations every day, okay? And you're not reaching out to these people to close them. You're simply reaching out to them to start conversation. So for example, let's say somebody that you haven't talked to in years that you went to high school with. You're going to send them a message and say, hey, Susie, it's been forever. Just, I saw your picture on Facebook. I just wanted to see how you guys were doing. You're just opening up communication with these people again. You're reaching out to old friends. You maybe have seen a family photo that they posted on Facebook. You're going to send them a message and say, oh my gosh, your kids have gotten so big, right? This is just opening communication. You're not sending the message to say, hey, buy this Shakeology for me or buy this challenge pack for me. That's not what we want to do. You're building relationships and opening communication, okay? Now you want to be brief and excited every time you create a call to action. And we talk about call to actions in our other trainings as well. So, but basically a call to action is when you do a post on Facebook And at the end or the beginning of the post, it says, comment below to get into my next challenge group, or comment below if this resonates with you, or reach out to me if you found value in this post. Those are called call to actions. And we do these posts about 2 times a week to really get people involved in what you have to offer. Okay. And then basically when you're talking to people, you're finding out their need, right? And you're finding a solution for that. Some people want to gain weight, guys. So don't put those people on the back burner. You're gonna get them. And that's where you're gonna have to learn the products and the programs on which ones actually help people gain muscle and gain weight. Because there's those people that are looking for that option too. Okay. And then you're gonna recognize and welcome your objections, and you're gonna get really, really good at handling those objections. And I know right now you're like, I have no idea what's really in Shakeology, but I promise you, lean into the team, watch our other trainings, and you're gonna feel really confident in Shakeology. You're gonna feel confident about the programs and everything we have to offer. Follow up, follow up, follow up, forever. Okay, I always say the magic is in the follow up. Again, this is something else that you'll learn in our trainings, but the more messages you send out, you're gonna always have a follow-up system for them, okay? And if you don't follow up, you're gonna lose a lot of people in the cracks. So follow-up is key. Now, don't be afraid of the cost behind Shakeology. Don't be afraid of the cost behind a challenge pack. And I say this because this also comes in where you're going to learn how to handle those objections, like I mentioned. Once you really see the benefits of Shakeology, and once you see what these programs are going to do for you, you will have absolutely no problem, I promise 100%, sharing the value and the cost behind Shakeology. I pick up my Shakeology. I know what is in here, upside down, inside out, backwards, and I am 100% confident when I tell them the price, because I know what it's gonna do for them, and I know what it's gonna do for their bodies, okay? And that will come in time. All right, most important thing, when you are showing up in Messenger, don't just show up and throw up on people. Okay, when you're a new coach, it's very exciting, but it's very easy to vomit everything out, right? Meaning you just type it all out and then you start sending them your links, and it's completely overwhelming, and it will push people away. Okay, you want to slow down, you want to ask conversations, or you want to ask questions, and you want to learn what these people need. Okay, so yes, you're going to be excited when somebody says, oh, I'm ready, I want to learn more. Take a deep breath, be excited, but then assess the situation and be prepared for your response, and don't just start throwing them those links to purchase, okay? And again, we have scripts for all of this that walks you step by step inside the team page, where you just send your scripts out every time you get an objection or question. All right, so your goal right now, by the end of this month, really in 7 days, is to become an Emerald coach. Right now, like you can literally do this in the next 24 hours. So becoming an Emerald coach is finding 2 people that sign up as a coach or a discount coach. Okay, now the best way to do this is to sign up your spouse and your mom, or your aunt, your uncle, your sister, your brother, your best friend. Okay, those should absolutely be your first 2, especially your spouse. So if you have a spouse, maybe you have a wife, it doesn't matter, but those need to be at the top of your downline. Okay, so you need to sign up your spouse tonight, and then you need to sign up whoever else is going to be on that left leg of yours, and that will rank you to Emerald, and it will open up your next center. All right, so sharing your journey on social media. This is very, very, very important. You don't want to, okay, so you're a coach, right? But that's not all you are. You're not going to share, oh, look, I'm drinking my Shakeology. Oh, I'm a coach this and I'm a coach that. Beachbody does this and Beachbody does that. We really don't want you to do that at all. We want you to share how the programs are working for you. We want you to share your story. We want you to talk about who you are. Are you a mom? Like for me, I'm a mom of 4. I wake up early. I usually have my kids crawling all around me when I'm working out. I share the ins and outs of my life, right? I share my husband. I share, if you have pets, and all these pictures here are basically just your life journey. Okay. And you want to get really, really good at sharing your journey. The hard times, the good times, the in between times, all of it, because this is where you are going to find your tribe. This is where you're going to find people just like you that want to sign up with you because they resonate with your story. So if you have something like, I don't know, maybe you're struggling through breast cancer, maybe you're struggling through a child with autism, like all these things are your unique, special story. And it's very important to get dialed in on your unique story, because that's how you're going to talk to your people, the people that are going to resonate with your story. Okay. And again, we provide more training on this too, but just share it all. Share all the good, the bad, and the ugly. And be very, very consistent. Okay, so when you guys post on social media every day now, right? You're posting a minimum of 3 times a day, but you are going to decide what times of the day that's going to be, and you're going to stay consistent in those times every single day. Okay, so for me, I post usually at 6 a.m., 1 p.m., and then again at 6 p.m. Those are my 3 times, my times. The reason for this is that, number one, it's going to help you stay consistent because you're like, oh, I need to put my post out today. Number two, you're going to create a following around your post, and people are going to start to expect to see that post at 6 a.m. Okay? They're going to expect to see it, and they're going to show up for it every single day because you're showing up for it. So you want to be very consistent in your time slots when you're posting. All right. Okay, so let's talk money really quick. This is my favorite part, and then we are almost done here. All right, so what would you guys do with an extra $800? Okay, write it down. I don't care what it is, but it'll be an extra $800 in the next 3 months if at very, very minimum, okay, because you can make way more than $800 in 3 months with this business, but this is just the very, very basics and the very minimum. Okay, so if you help 3 people this month, you're going to make $150. You're going to make $50 off of each person, okay? Basically, you make a 25% commission off of every sale. We get paid every Thursday off of the prior week's sales, which is another beautiful, beautiful thing about this business. We make a paycheck every single Thursday. It's beautiful. Where else can you go that you're going to get paid every single week, right? And okay, so let's say you did month 1, you found 3 people at minimum. That's super easy. Month 2, you find another 3 people. But here's where the magic happens. The people from month 1, you are now also making a commission off of, because they're on home direct. They're getting their Shakeology every single month. So from month 1, you have 150, and then you add on to month 2, there's a total of 246. Okay? This is where your residual income starts coming in, and you start making more money while you're sleeping, okay, off of the prior month's sales. So let's just play off going into month 3. You help another at minimum 3 people. Again, you make another 150. You're going to make the commission off of month 2's people, and then that's going to bring you into month 3, totaling 396. Now, you guys, that's at minimum. When I say that $396 in 3 months, it's kind of laughable because it's very, very simple. So why I'm sharing that is because at minimum, if you find 3 people every month, this is what your income is going to look like. But for me, my goal every month is finding 20 people. So you just set your goals and decide how much money you want to make, and then just make it happen. Okay? All right, so let's review really quick. Number 1. This month, you're going to help 3 people get started with a challenge pack, right? And that's going to help you hit Success Club. So as soon as we get off this call, you're going to reach out to your upline, and you're going to sign on your spouse, and then you're going to sign on that mom, dad, aunt, uncle, and 1 more person for this month, okay? And then number 2 is adding 2 people to your team. That's what we already talked about, because you're going to be adding your spouse and that next person. All right, so what's next? You're going to commit to your program. You're going to drink your Shakeology. You're going to do your personal development, right? I mentioned the book, The Compound Effect. So if you don't have that, I would recommend ordering it. Start with something, get one of those books in so that you can start getting in the habit of doing your personal development. And number two, dive into the new coach training and print out your business activity tracker. Again, you can reach up to your upline coach for this. It's in your back office. You just print it out, and it's a tracker that's going to walk you through your steps as a coach every single day on what you should be doing, okay? And then right now, if you have not shared your first post about becoming a coach, or here's a great tip. If you have already ordered your package and you're waiting for it to come in, as soon as that comes in, I want you to do a Facebook Live, and I want you to do a live unboxing of your package, okay? I know some of you probably just freaked out when I said Facebook Live. Well, guess what? Part of your business is going to be going live on Facebook. That is the absolute fastest way to build your business, is that human to human connection, and that's by going live on Facebook. So just dive in and do it. It's really a lot of fun. So, and that first unboxing is a lot of fun. People really like to see what you purchase. So just get on there, open up your package, show everything that you got, go down, open up Shakeology, show them what it is, and share your excitement for what you're about to do. I'm about to start this 30-day journey, or whichever program you started, and talk about it. Talk about how nervous you are. Talk about how you've never done anything like this before. And people are going to start to follow you, and they're going to watch your journey, and they're going to want to do it with you, okay? And then next is, obviously, don't get overwhelmed. It's like starting a new job with anything. You learn a little each day. And like I mentioned before, please just lean into the team. Lean in hard, get to know us, ask us questions. And then from there, we provide all the other trainings that you guys need, okay? This is just the basics to get you off and running immediately.